Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Ohio Esports production. I'm Zach.
I'm Alton. I'm the Call of Duty manager and coach here at Ohio University.
He's the Call of Duty coach and manager here at Ohio University. And tonight we're streaming.
Yeah, we're finally streaming Call of Duty tonight.
We're streaming Call of Duty.
It'll be nice, yeah.
It will be nice. And who are we playing?
We're playing against Alabama State. An interesting matchup tonight. It'll be in the NACE League, the NACE Star League.
Cool. All right, we're playing Alabama State. Can you give us the rundown? How's Alabama State looking compared to us?
They're not looking so good. I'll tell you what. I was trying to message with them earlier and do vetoes and whatnot, and the player didn't know what modes are supposed to be played. So that's something interesting. So we're still trying to work with them on figuring out, where the disconnect is there for them. So I think that they're completely new to competitive Call of Duty, and they're going to be going up against this Ohio team that is very seasoned in Call of Duty. So we're actually going to be performing a pistol-only challenge. So we're going to try to win against this team using pistols only, and they can use, like the meta guns, like the submachine guns and assault rifle, whatever they want to use. We'll just use pistols against them.
Excellent. So we're dealing with very seasoned and well-trained professionals on the other team. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, so run it down for me. I don't know a lot about Call of Duty. I probably stopped playing after Black Ops 2 back in the day, the good old days. So what game modes are played in the professional or the ranked?
So each series is a best of 5, and the first match is Hardpoint, the second one is Search and Destroy, the third one is a game mode called Control, and then we have, after that, another Hardpoint, and then finally a Search and Destroy. If it gets to the map 5, it will be a Search and Destroy.
Okay, cool. So yeah. Hardpoint, that's where you have to have control of an area, and then you get points for the more time that you have control of that area, right?
Yeah, I'll just give the rundown for Hardpoint. There's a certain zone in the map where you need to stay in. Like your character needs to be in there, and you collect points from being in the zone. And that zone will move around the map every 60 seconds, and then the first team to 250 points will win that map. And then moving on to Search and Destroy, it's a pretty standard. It's a classic. Everyone should know what it is, but I'll just go over it anyways. It's kind of similar to Valorant and CS:GO. You have an attacking team with the bomb and a defending team who's trying to prevent the bomb going down and blowing up. So Search and Destroy, you do not respawn. You only have one life. So if you are unalive, you are unalive for the rest of the round.
Excellent. So it's the classic objective. And this is 4v4. COD's 4v4.
It is now, yes. A couple years back it was 5v5, but they since reverted to 4v4, so it's a lot more team-based. You know, you can't really get away with as much as you could when it was 5v5.
Okay, cool. And then what other game mode? You said Control?
Yeah, so Control is the third game mode. There's only one of those played per series. Control. There are 2 zones on the map. You will have an attacking team and a defending team. And so the attacking team, their goal is to get into those zones and capture them, and you just capture them by being in them. And so you have to capture both of those zones in order to win the round, whereas the defending team is trying to keep you off of those zones. And you only have a limited amount of lives to work with, so there's a cap of 30 lives per team. You can only you can only die 30 times before you run out of lives, and then you just lose the round.
Interesting. All right. Well, it looks like we're about to be getting into the game here, and you did say it was best of 3, correct?
It is a best of 5. Best of 5 series here.
Gotcha. So do they do the game mode more than once? Is there only 3?
The game mode more than once. They do 2 hardpoints per series.
Okay.
And then 2 S&Ds per series, or search and destroys per series.
Gotcha.
So starting off here, we are going to go ahead and looking to do a pistol-only challenge. Well, it looks like we're not, actually, as Hazzy is going to be using the meta. All right, never mind.
Excellent. All right, well, love that. Get into your OU goes up very early with a team kill. 3K? I don't know, but we up. And our players, 4 players, we got eFan right there, ex-Valorant player, and we got Hazy, and we have Lux and Clutch JD.
Yes, that is the Ohio Esports roster, and they've been stellar all year long. You know, they are undefeated in both leagues we're playing in currently. We are playing in NACE and then also CXP, so we're flawless in both of those. 4-0 in CXP, actually make it 5-0 as of an hour ago. 5-0 in CXP, and then 2-0 in NACE, looking to go to 3-0 as Clutch JD is going crazy on these other players on Alabama State.
To start off the match.
Yeah, nice little start. Ohio University's leading here about 50-9, so a pretty good start. They do have control of this hill here, and I'll refer to these points on the map as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5. There's typically only 5 per map. Some maps in some games have more, but it's typically 5. Clutch JD is beaming right now, though. He is sitting at 8-1,
going crazy.
making 9-1 as he's on a 9 streak. And one thing that I haven't had time to mention because we're too busy watching Ohio University slam Alabama State is that you can get kill streaks in this game. So if you get 6 kills in a row or eliminations in a row, then you will earn a cruise missile. And the cruise missile is kind of like the Predator missile from OG MW2, if you ever played that.
Yeah.
So it's very effective, and it's really fun to watch the players use it.
Excellent. So is that a thing in all game modes, or do some game modes not have kill streaks?
No, all the game modes will have a kill streak. Now, naturally in Search and Destroy, it's going to be much harder to get because, it's a round-based game mode with no respawns. But, I mean, as you can see here, Ohio University, Ohio Esports, they're sitting around the 107 mark, and Alabama State only has 11 points.
And it's the first to 200 or 250?
250. It'll be the first to 250, and Ohio Esports is the entirety of this map here has just been kind of putting Alabama State in the blender. They haven't really been able to find any kind of semblance of teamwork or points.
Right. So Alabama State, they're not ranked at all, right? So they're.
Oh no, they're not ranked. No.
Okay.
Not even close. So Ohio Esports, we were ranked in the top 25. At least in my rankings, anyways.
Yeah,
we were in the top 25 according to me, and then we beat number 19 Cincy a couple weeks ago, so that obviously plays a role. And so we had a tournament last weekend, and we didn't perform as well as we wanted to. So I would say right now we're probably not in the top 25 conversation, but we are looking to bounce back and get back into that. Yeah, we are out for blood. That is correct, and you're seeing it here. You're seeing it live in the flesh as Clutch JD has been going crazy all match long. He is going to get taken down finally by Odd Future.
Excellent. So, does this game prove any like crucialness for the team? Like, is this gonna be big effect on the rankings or anything, or is this just gonna be?
No, I mean this doesn't really have too much of an impact. At the end of the day, I mean we're in this NACE league, and it's just not what we signed up for. We were trying to sign up for the varsity division, but we just, you know, things fell through with that, and so we got transferred to the open division, and that's what you're seeing right now is just, you know, you're seeing a high caliber esports team take on, you know, someone they're rightfully not supposed to be taking on right now in
Just
Alabama
waxing
State.
everyone.
Right. So this won't have any kind of impact on the rankings, but the matches in the other league, that will definitely play a role. And then also we have a LAN coming up this weekend. We're actually going traveling over to West Virginia, or actually Virginia, excuse me. Tomorrow night we're going to be traveling to Fairfax, Virginia, to George Mason University for a LAN. Yes, and the number I think the number 13 or 14th ranked team in the country, Florida Gulf Coast University, is also attending. So that'll be a good matchup, and we'll see about making a few upsets during that LAN.
Nice. So are these? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I heard you incorrectly, but is this a tournament, or are these just more matches in the league?
These are just league matches. You know, Ohio University is gonna walk away with this first map, 250-11. So
let's go. OU dub on the board.
Yeah, they will go up 1-0 in the series here. And if you are Ohio Esports, I mean, you're just kind of having fun at this point, just trying to maybe goof around. You can see the players over there smiling and laughing, have a good time, you know. So they're taking advantage of this nice little match we have before our LAN, and just trying to warm up the gunny a little bit.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, OU comes away with the dub. I can't really see the kills very well. Lux with 12 kills, Efan with 12 kills, Clutch JD with 26 kills, top fragger, and Hazy with 16.
Yes.
Big ups from OU so far. So are there certain maps that are limited to certain game modes? Like, can you only play certain maps on Search and Destroy?
Yes, you can only play certain maps on each game mode. There's only 3 maps to choose from for Control, and there are 5 maps to choose from for both Search and Destroy and Hardpoint. And so Alabama State has actually elected to take Invasion, which is the map you just saw, and they actually didn't know how to do vetoes, so I just told them that they can just choose all the maps if they want to. So that's what they're going to do. They're just going to put it on whatever map, and we'll come out with the win either way.
Cool. So how does that system normally work? Because I know, like with Valorant and whatnot, there's a pick ban system for maps and everything. How does that work with COD?
Yeah, I mean it's similar to Valorant. We just have like a pick ban system. You know, we have the team A and team B, and we pick and ban maps interchangeably. And yeah, it's pretty similar to Valorant, I would say.
All right, cool. And does that also apply like to guns and everything? Because I know like you can't use riot shields in competitive play and stuff like that. How does that work with the guns and everything?
So there's a meta that's established in Call of Duty, and you know what weapons are going to be the best suited for each situation. And so normally you will see an ACR. It's known as an MCW in this game because they didn't get the rights from Remington, I suppose, but it's called a MCW in this MW3 game. And then there's also a submachine gun. It's called the Rival 9. And if you play Black Ops 2, it's kind of similar to a Scorpion from Black Ops 2. So it shoots really fast. You can run around. Yeah, it's a very fun gun to play with, I'll tell you what.
Nice. Speaking of different types of Call of Duties, what's been your favorite in the past recent years? I know that has been kind of a hot topic in a lot of people's minds, but... Definitely.
I mean, I really do have a fondness for the current game, Modern Warfare 3. I just think that... the skill-based matchmaking is a hindrance to the game itself, and also for the ranked mode, there's a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of cheaters in the game. The anti-cheat doesn't work so well, so definitely not Modern Warfare 3 right now. I would say in the past 5 years, I would say Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the one that came out in 2019.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what would you say?
Dude, I haven't really played a recent Call of Duty since, like, Ghost. So it has to be Blops 2 for me, personally.
Yes.
But that's coming from a very unseasoned player.
Yeah. Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. I mean, a great series, really. They were doing pretty good, all the way up until Black Ops 4. It got a little bit weird, but they kind of came back with Cold War, and it's been getting better ever since. And actually, this October we're going to be getting another installment in the Black Ops series, so that'll be something exciting to look forward to, and it'll be a nice change of pace from these Modern Warfare game and Modern Warfare style type of games that we've had. The Call of Duty Black Ops games, they kind of are set in different eras in time, whereas Modern Warfare is modern. So it'll be an exciting time. Yes, hence the name. So Ohio University, they are on this invasion, search and destroy against Alabama State here, and they will be finding the first round. And so one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that the first team to 6 rounds will win the map.
Okay, all right. Interesting. What games was it 4 in? Was it ever 4 for search in any games, or was it always 6?
I believe it was 4. I remember it being 4 in Black Ops 1.
Really? Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but for some reason, when I think of Black Ops 1, I think of like Hanoi Search and Destroy, and, the little night map, and Vietnam, and I think of 4 for some reason. I'm not too sure if that's correct, but I think it used to be 4 back in the day, and now it has since changed to 6.
I always get that mixed up. Well, it looks like Clutch JD is doing the pistol only challenge. Gets one, but goes down.
Yeah.
And is traded by EFAN.
Yeah, as you can see, EFAN there was using the Rival 9, kind of like a very fast shooting weapon, and it, we are going to have an execution here. Lux onto the Alabama State player. That is pretty graphic, and I'll tell you what, that is embarrassing if you are an Alabama State player. You can't allow that to happen.
And it's on the kill cam. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Rough to be an Alabama State fan, but love to be an OU Bobbies fan.
Yeah, if you're an Ohio esports fan, you'll be very satisfied to know that the Call of Duty team here is very good, and they are currently slamming Alabama State, who I don't believe has played a match yet. I looked at their match history, and they played the team we were supposed to play last week, but it ended up in a forfeit. So I think that team just maybe disbanded or something. So Alabama State has yet to play a match, to my knowledge. So this very well could be their first ever competitive Call of Duty match. And if it is, I mean, welcome to competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah, really.
Oh my
They're just pulling people off the street.
Yeah, they're like, hey, look, you go to Alabama State, come onto the roster. Odd Future doesn't even know where to look at this point. I mean, he has, 3 to 4 Ohio esports players surrounding him. There's only so much you can do, especially with the amount of health in this game. You have 150 health per player, which is an increase from 100 in previous titles. So a little bit longer time to kill in this current installment of Call of Duty, which is a welcome change. It fosters a skillful environment. You can really get to see players have good aim consistently. Right. Which is something that I struggle with personally. So that's why I'm not playing.
You and me both, man. That's a constant struggle right there.
Oh, yeah.
OU goes up 3-0 early in this search and destroy map that we're playing right here. It's the first to 6. OU with 2 huge picks at the beginning. I haven't even paid attention. We're attacking? Yeah, okay. OU's attacking.
We are attacking, yeah. Should have a little tab. Oh, just EFAN's kind of just playing with his food at this point. He will go for the beatdown, and he will take down the Alabama State player. So, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, it's just kind of one of those things where there's such a skill disparity between the teams that it's interesting to watch, but it's also, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's something something we've never seen before. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I guess it's better this way than the other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're Alabama State, like if I was Alabama State and I'm up here casting and stuff, I'd be having a bad time. I would be having a really bad time. I'd be looking back there at my players and I'd say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just hold just aim the weapon,
Aim and point and click, as they say.
Aim, point, and click. And, it seems right now that Alabama State doesn't really have an answer for Ohio University. Clutch JD, he is running the pistol-only challenge, as you saw there. Not going to be able to finish his food, but the rest of Ohio esports able to clean up. So they will go up 5-0 in the search and destroy, looking for a clean sweep here onto Alabama State.
Can OU 6-0?
Can they 6-0?
Unbelievable gameplay, 10 out of 10 kill cam, And we're going to be attacking again? We just defended, right?
I believe so, yes. We just defended, so we will be attacking this round.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so
All
quite
right.
an interesting map coming out from Ohio University. Typically, we don't like to play Invasion. Search and Destroy, that's the name of this map is Invasion. We don't typically like to play this map just because it's a little bit... It can get a little bit weird with the timings and everything. It looks like Ohio University is just kind of crawling around the map at this point.
Having a little fun.
It's just pretty interesting. It looks like all 4 players are actually going to be looking to do some kind of snake action here.
Mild amount of shenanigans, maybe some tomfoolery.
Some tomfoolery indeed.
You know what? I never kill anyone, so.
Yeah.
Good on OU for having a little fun here.
Absolutely. I mean, have your fun while you have it, while you're able to.
Oh.
Now, Ruby will be able to find Clutch JD, and Efan will respond with a trade of his own onto Frosto.
Challenge only alive.
Yes, pistol only, and I suppose now laying down only, you know, prone only.
Had to find a way to make it harder.
Yeah. Oh, he will stick one onto the other player.
Oh.
What's his name? Justice. Yeah, he'll get the stick with the Semtex onto him, so it will leave. Semtex, yeah. Alabama State will be left in a 2 versus 3 here against Ohio Esports, and the Ohio Esports are just still laying down on the ground, and I don't think Alabama State's keen to this. Efan got up. What is he doing?
Efan got up to plant the bomb. Have to play the objective.
He could have made it. He could have made it in time if he crawled there. He'd have been just fine. So Alabama State going to have to retake and defuse this bomb. Something important to note is that you have to have 7.5 seconds to defuse the bomb. So as you can see on the top central area of your screen, there's 30 seconds left. You need at least 7.5 to defuse that bomb. So Hazzy just laying down, having himself a good time. He will get the information onto one of these players. Not able to finish his food, though, and Alabama State will clutch up in a 2 versus 3, and they will hop on the board here after this defuse.
No crawl clutch for Hazy. Unfortunate. OU loses their first round of Search and Destroy so far this game.
Yeah.
5-1. OU still up. Good hard lead for the Bobbies right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you are Ohio Esports, I mean, how do you respond to that? You know, it's like it's a dire situation to where you don't want to let Alabama State kind of string these rounds along together, because that's a dangerous thing that can happen. You know, you give the team some momentum, and you never know what happens when it comes to that kind of thing. Momentum is a huge thing in esports, especially Call of Duty. So we're going to see if Alabama State can start stringing along some rounds.
Personally, I'd leave. Reverse sweeps are actually my greatest fear. Right next to Sharks.
Right next to Sharks. I can't blame you on that one. Can't blame you on that one. I mean, you know, what I mentioned earlier about Alabama State and the momentum, I mean, it seems like it might be working out for them here, as they are going to be able to find the first blood onto Clutch JD. So we'll leave Ohio University in a 3 versus 4 situation. Hazy getting out of a gunfight there with one of the Alabama State players, but he will have the information, and Alabama State players are just kind of hunting him down.
Can't make it out. Down to Efan and Lux for the 2v4 clutch.
Can they do the clutch? I mean, we've seen it before. We've seen a lot of nice plays coming out of Efan and Lux. You know, Lux, they're kind of separated from each other here at this point.
I think they need to win this round, or else the reverse sweep is in full effect.
Yeah, and as you can see, Alabama State, they do have the bomb planted, and they have a bunch of map controls, so this very well could be the end of Ohio Esports' run here against Alabama State.
Efan picks up one. Can he do it? He's running around like a majestic Giselle. Finds another. Gets the headshot. No kill, though.
No kill.
Finds another.
Got to pay attention to this time,
and
though.
OU Efan. Oh, I thought they won. I thought they won. I'm going to be honest.
You know what I think happened? I think Lux let Efan go for that himself, because he stayed back in that palace the entire time. He wanted to see if Efan could do it.
Efan, unfortunately, couldn't pull it out, and now it's 2-5. Bobby's still with the advantage.
Slight, I mean, you see how Alabama State has been playing. They've been kind of taking a lot of this map control. They did eventually get the bomb down, so, you know, this could be a change of pace that OU has to adapt to, and we're going to see if they're able to do so. You know, they have lost the past 2 rounds.
OU's just being the big brother. You gotta give them a little bit. You know, you gotta lift them up and then crush their hopes.
Yes.
You know,
perhaps that's what's happening.
It can't be just total destruction.
Perhaps that might be happening here. You know, you can slam Alabama State, but also allow them to hold their heads high, knowing that, I mean, it's their first competitive match. It could be.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, great sportsmanship. You know, if it was me, I would have just slammed him and gone home. But once again, that's another reason I'm not on the team.
There you go. Alton's actually a sub currently. Alton used to be on the sticks back in the day.
Oh yeah,
before,
back when I was young, back in my
young.
youngin' days, I used to play on the sticks, and it was a good time. I'll tell you what, it was a fun time. This Call of Duty installment is definitely much more fun than the previous one when I did play, but the skill has since deteriorated, so that's why I'm a substitute now, and Ruby FPS is going to be left here in a 1 versus 4. The bomb is down for Ohio Esports, so Ruby FPS not really moving. I'm not really sure what he's doing on the map right now, but maybe he's just trying to find a pick onto one of these OU players.
This is a very high elo play. I've seen this one before.
You have?
I don't truly understand it myself, yeah, but sitting still and doing nothing actually gives you a lot of advantage in clutch situations like this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe... Oh no, a team kill comes through. Efan's going to find one onto Clutch JD,
Efan
so...
picks one up.
Wow. And then Ruby is going to look for this kill onto Lux, and he will find it. So he only has a few seconds left to defuse the bomb. He will throw a smoke out and hop on it, but he will put it down, and that will ensure defeat for Alabama State.
And OU comes away with the win. Interesting strategy from Efan there, killing his own teammate. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know that was possible. I didn't know friendly fire was on.
Oh, yeah, the friendly fire's on. And honestly, like, I think maybe it was part of their strategy. You know, maybe Ohio University says, hey, maybe we can distract him by taking out one of our own players.
Right, it's all mind games. It's mind games.
Yeah, it's right up here, guys.
Ruby's sitting there thinking, what's happening? What's going on? They just shot one of their own guys?
Yeah.
And he's trembling, quaking in
You
his baby
confuse
soul
him.
leather
You
boots.
confuse him, and then you slam him.
Yep.
And that's what happened here.
And that's how it goes. I didn't see all the stats, but I believe Lux was the top fragger there with 14 kills and only 4 deaths. Impressive stats from OU.
Yeah, impressive stats from Ohio University, guys. Is we're going to get a replay. Never mind.
No replay for you. So what's the next map here? Do we know that? Do we have that information?
I'm not sure. So, you know, when I was doing the vetoes before, I just kind of told them to pick all the maps, and they can, you know, have whatever they want to do, and we'll play them on it. So I would assume that maybe it's Invasion again. It is a control map. Actually, it appears that we are loading into a high-rise control. So if you remember high-rise from back in the day, that's where all the trick shots used to go down. Yeah,
the Ohio Esports president, Liam McCamish, back in the day, his gamer tag, he was actually in FaZe at one point in time. FaZe Lemur was his handle, and he made trick shot montages all the time. And he blew up, and then sadly fell off shortly after, and that started the deterioration of his esports career.
You know, I think I saw one of the montages from FaZe Lemur, and you know what? I seen him hit a ladder stall and like a YY 360, maybe even 720. I'm not sure. Liam is very talented, though. You know, I'm sure he was able to get some nice clips in there from his montages.
Yeah, he was a big YY back in the day. That was his thing.
For sure.
Moving on, though, we're back. This is what? Control, you said?
Yeah, this is the control map. Ohio University is going to be defending first, so they are not going to be trying to capture these zones. Rather, they're going to try to hold Alabama State off the zones.
Okay, and we have the lives remaining kind of right there. So OU's still at 28, and ASU slowly going down. They're at 23 now.
Yeah, 23 to 26.
So there's 2 points, and you have to defend them?
There are 2 points, yes. So the way it works is if the attacking team does capture one of the points, an extra minute will be added to the game clock. So as you can see, it is counting down from 40 right now. So Alabama State has to get control of one of these points and capture it in order to get an extra minute to play.
They're closing the gap here. OU now at 23 lives remaining, and ASU is at 20. And down goes Lux, 22.
Yeah, so Alabama State, you know, they're trying to put something together here. Hazzy's going to have something to say about it. Ooh, he will almost find a third, but Clutch JD will come in for the trade.
Down.
So all 4 down for Alabama State. And if you are Alabama State, you need to go. You only have 23 seconds left before Ohio University takes this round.
Interesting. Nade thrown. Nothing from it. Time's winding down. Can ASU do anything about the OU controlling it?
Oh,
someone fell off the map.
Unfortunately, I think he did fall off the map. So 5 seconds left, and it's going to be mathematically impossible for one of the Alabama State players to get to the zone in time. So Ohio University is going to take this first round, and they will be switching to offense or the attacking mode. and that is much more difficult to win on. So understandable if you are Alabama State. Attacking is much more difficult than defending. So we're going to see how Ohio Esports fares against Alabama State on the attacking side.
Well, excellent execution from OU there. Almost flawless, pretty much. Every kill was traded. Great stratagem. Everything all around. Lux sitting at 3 kills. Efan at 7. Clutch JD and Efan's brother, Hazy, they're both tied for the top frag with 7 kills.
Wow. Perhaps that's because they're brothers. I mean, there's a lot of theories and a lot of things about esports where you see brothers play together, and you see them both do pretty well. It's kind of interesting to see how that happens sometimes.
And you're
seeing it here with Hazy and Ethan both finding all kinds of eliminations on the map.
And we're sitting on... Oh. All right, we were close to sitting on the point there. Hazy gets a pick. Lux gets a pick. And who is that? Someone's deep in the spawn.
I think that's number 5. That might be Lux, I believe it is. Yeah, he's deep in their spawn, just kind of playing these spawn kills here, trying to hold Alabama State off the defense. And so he will be successful in doing so. So he will find 2, make it 3. The only remaining player going to elect to back up and wait for his teammates to respawn. So Ohio slowly gaining progress over it. As you can see, Efan was on the point. They did get 2 ticks, and so it goes on a tick system. So each point has 3 ticks to capture, and once you complete a tick, you cannot go any further backwards from the tick. So, for example, if you have 2 ticks for the A zone, you can't go back to 1 tick. If you capture a segment, you capture a segment. Similar to Overwatch, yes. Once you capture it, it's captured, and all you have to do is capture the remaining segments. Clutch JD going to find himself a nice little 3-piece, looking for the 4th. He will have the information on the player, and he will take him down. So Alabama State, 3 lives left, make it 2 against OU's 24. Yeah, they're spawn trapping them. Not typically something you see on a competitive match, but Alabama State just kind of not able to get anything going there, as Ohio is going to go up 2-0 in this control, and they're going to be on match point.
And first the 3 rounds, and this is game point.
And this is game point. I mean, I knew it was going to be a quick series. We've only been live for about 36 minutes, and I knew it was going to be a quick series. These things go pretty quickly when there's such a skill disparity.
All right, and wow, a lot of improvement here. Hazy now taking the top frag with 14 kills, and the next person being I didn't see who it was, but someone has 13 kills.
Yes. Regardless, all of the Ohio Esports players are extremely positive right now. As you can see, we have 12-3 on the side of Lux. He is quadruple positive, and his teammates are also extremely positive as well. So a nice clean 4 dead for the side of Ohio University, as Efan will find an additional 2. Players from Alabama State not even able to really spawn up without Clutch JD pushing into their spawn. So, and this is something that I've never seen before. I don't know, do they just keep spawning there, or do they spawn somewhere else? I just don't know.
So is that a legitimate strategy that you guys would use on an opponent with similar skill level to you guys, or is this kind of just goofing off there?
I'd say it's a combination of both. There are some situations where you do want to push up into their spawn and kind of play for those spawn kills, but I mean, as of right now, it just appears that Ohio Esports is just having a little bit of fun right now.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. So, getting down to the dirt and the grime. I've asked this question several times, and I forget every time, but I'm going to ask it again. So, in Control, like other games, like Valorant and whatnot, there's different roles for players. So there's an opper, an entry frag, and an IGOs come up with all the strats. Is there any similarity to that structure of the team for COD?
Yeah, there's a few roles to be aware of. There's a main AR role, there's a submachine gun role, and there's also a flex role. And a flex role runs both the submachine gun and the AR. So looking at the team composition here for Ohio University, Clutch JD typically does play a submachine gun. He is going to find himself on top of the map here.
You can get up there?
Yeah, I mean, you can get up there in the original MW2, and I suppose now in the MW3 as well. So it looks like Ohio University might be trying to do some kind of trick shot or something.
ASU down to their last life here.
Yeah, and going back to what I was saying earlier about the roles and stuff, Ethan also a submachine gun player. But we're gonna have to cut that conversation short as Ohio Esports does win in 3-0.
Game point.
They will take game point, and they will close out the series in a very quick 3-0 fashion. I mean, we've only been live for about 39 minutes at this point, and they've already swept Alabama State.
Well, excellent. Very clean and a great execution. Oh, wow, look at these numbers. Clutch JD, wow, steals the top frag with 25 kills, and the only person close to him is Efan with 22, and no one having more than 10 deaths.
Yeah, great stat line coming out of the side of Ohio University. I saw one of the Alabama State players was 5-23, so not a good stat line out of that player, and they might elect for a roster change if they have enough people, because that's definitely something I would be looking into. But, you know, a nice little 3-0 coming out for the Ohio University guys. They're proving that they are a force to be reckoned with, not only in the NACE Star League, but across all leagues that we're playing in, and we are actually going to begin playing in another league this coming Monday called College Coliseum, and that should provide a bit more competition for the Ohio University guys, so no more goofing around.
Serious time. Well, excellent. Well, a GG to Alabama State. I know we're all just goofing about up here. It's all with love, peace and love. So GG's to them. And a great win from OU. Alton, is anything surprising you this match, or is this how you expected it to go?
I mean, it's gone as I expected it to go. I mean, you know, I knew Ohio University was going to win in a 3-0 fashion. I pre-made the graphics, and I only made a 3-0, and I only made a 3-1. Just on the off chance that Alabama State didn't end up getting a map, I made one just in case. But we're not going to need that. So not any surprises over here.
All right, excellent. Well, great performance from OU, and we will be back with another stream tomorrow. Overwatch. I have no idea who they play, but they're playing NIU. I just received this information from New York. They're playing NIU 8 p.m. tomorrow here in the arena on this same Twitch account.
Wow. That's going to be a great match. That's going to be a great match. May I say, you get information very quickly. And I'll tell you what, that is going to be a great match because NIU, I know that they have been talented in other titles, so I'm kind of excited to see how their Overwatch team is going up against this Ohio Esports team that did unfortunately lose to Ball State last night. So they are going to be looking for a regain tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Back for blood, just like the COD team.
Oh yeah, we're in it together, man.
All right. Well, any other final thoughts?
No final thoughts. I mean, just be on the lookout. We will be posting on social media and maybe even streaming when it comes to the LAN. We're trying to make a good run. We're going to try to win it. If not win it, then we will be in grand finals, and that is a guarantee.
Excellent. That's great. Well, tune in to the COD tournament. Is that what Twitch account is that?
That will be streamed on Ohio COD, twitch.tv/Ohio COD for the LAN this weekend. If you are interested in watching that, please come support our guys as they do look at that stuff, and they appreciate everyone who supports us. Excellent. Well, head over there, give them a follow, tune into the stream, follow us on our socials. Our Instagram's Ohio Esports, and our TikTok is ohio.esports. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a great broadcast, and we'll see you tomorrow. See you.